Well, good morning and happy Friday to you. Welcome to Unscripted. I'm Blake Haynes.
And I'm Tom Turton.
And we thank you for joining us. Honestly, one, I'm thankful it's Friday. Two, I can't believe we finally made it to Friday. It has been a very busy week around here.
It absolutely has. Before we go any farther on that road, I really like this outfit.
Thank you.
This is nice.
Thank you. I have been working, so if you'll recall, if you were with us on Ozarks Live and you followed us to Unscripted, or you watch both, which hopefully you do, I used to work with the mall pretty heavily on Ozarks Live, and we have kind of carried that over a little bit. So I've been working with Dillard's a little on and off. So we're focusing a lot on Spring Fashion right now. The look I wore on Wednesday with Maddie was also from Dillard's. And then Deep Tease, we've got a Dillard's Spring Fashion look segment coming up later in the show, which I'm excited for. So yeah, so the pants and the shirt are from
almost
Dillard's.
a crossover kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you've got the dark color, but then you've got, what would you call that? Like a dusty rose?
I guess so, yeah.
Something like that, and then kind of a floral print. I like that a lot.
The blazer's mine. That was the last one it touched. I decided to just throw it on over. But
Looks
yeah,
good.
it's funny because, again, not to spoil the package, but Susie with Dillard's kept telling me, she was like, the big thing with spring this year is colors and patterns. And I was like, well, colors, patterns, so makes sense. So thank you. I appreciate that. But
you hit both ends of the spectrum
yeah.
there.
Hey, and also, I feel like the shirt matches the vibe of our flowers this week, but we want to give a little shout out to Hy-Vee as well for giving us our floral arrangements for In Studio every single week. You can go and get what you want for your own home. I know, right? But they definitely give me spring. And then they're the pink vase almost matches my pants, and I give spring vibes too. So anyway, though, how's your week been? It's so weird. Maddie and I were talking on Wednesday, and it's like with this new schedule we all have, it's like we see each other a lot less. So
yeah, I've spent a good amount of my time learning different things on the computer, so I can move video around and stuff like that, and post on our website.
Yeah.
Things. So there's a learning curve going on, and I think it's just. That curve, I'm climbing it slowly, but I'll get there.
Well, and also, okay, so funny story here for a second. So yesterday, afternoon, evening, one of the two, I'm scrolling down Facebook, and I genuinely had to pause for a second. My heart dropped to my big toe because I thought that Tom Turton had either one, died, or two, retired, and I was not aware. Because what had actually happened is, Tom, you did something with your good buddy John Sellers at the
John Sellers,
Museum.
his show. Yeah, I was there on Tuesday, and I mean, we just had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Tony Wynn had wrote up, one of our digital guys had wrote up a great piece about it and then posted it to Facebook. But just the way it was written made it seem like it was either an obituary or a retire announcement. Yeah. And I sent it to our producer, Charlie, and I was like, one, why did my heart just drop? And two, do I not know something that we're supposed to know? But one, I will say Tom is alive well, and he's still here with us.
Yes,
well, in spirit, but also at work. And number two, you should go check out that video because it's a nice little piece he did there with John Sellers. So that'd be
I had a good time.
Out. Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yes.
We spent a lot of time talking about the accordion.
The accordion.
So if that's not a tease to get people in there, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. Okay, you ready for some headlines?
Sure.
All right, so first up, Pizza Hut is trying to give you another friend to watch March Madness with over the next few days. Started earlier this week, so if you haven't watched, you should catch up. Anyway, they've created Huddy, which they're calling a second screen companion. The company says he's designed to enhance every game, keeps fans connected, and serves up rewards all tournament long. You'll be able to interact with Huddy on the Pizza Hut Instagram page, where he'll bring you real-time reactions, hot takes, and more. This is very goofy. What's the saying? No one out pizzas the Hut or something? Isn't that their slogan?
Yeah.
I do love Pizza Hut.
That's what they came up with. A chair back is what it kind of looked like.
Well, I know.
Eyes.
I'm like, huh. Okay, but I am curious to know, are you a March Madness viewer or so-so?
So-so. I mean, I do watch every now and then, and it depends many times on who's playing. But it's not like I have to, I got to watch that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. If it's like, last night I was at dinner with a friend and it was on and we were kind of paying attention just to see for our brackets, but I wouldn't like go out of my way to watch it at home per se. But if you are a March Madness person, which I hope you are, I hope that your teams do well because we want everyone to win. So, yeah.
And there's those, you always look for those underdog matchups.
I know.
Which are
it was
kind
interesting.
of fun.
Last night, Kansas lost, which I was kind of shocked by personally. So
I hadn't heard that yet, but I would be shocked.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think it was to Arkansas, but I could be wrong. So for my bracket, that was not good, but I'm sure my family's not in Little Rock, and I'm sure they were elated last night. So
I am certain that folks in Little Rock, they feel they've won the tournament.
Oh, I'm sure,
if
yeah.
They beat Kansas.
They're like, that's it, yeah.
The only other way would be Missouri beating Kansas.
Well, and, University of Arkansas, they're looking for a win because their football is trash the last few seasons. So, they've got to get the win in where they can.
Okay.
So.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Let's see them in the Final Four.
Let's hope so.
All right. A business is offering up a unique service where you can rent a grandparent.
Okay.
The company is called Rent a Grandma. It matches up a customer with a grandma or even a grandpa to help them with anything from babysitting to tutoring and cooking. Each grandparent undergoes a background check and is CPR trained. Prices for Rent a Grandma depend on the service, but typically cost about $25 an hour. And you know what how it speaks to me?
How's that?
I got a side gig, I think, that's just waiting for me.
I think so.
I could be the grandpa. Get off the lawn. I don't have to do it. Grandpas just tell you to get off the lawn.
I mean, I've been calling you grandpa since I started here, so you might as well just embrace it. And...
Go give me a screwdriver.
Oh, Producer Charlie just said some people already want to rent you.
They do.
Yeah. Well, you have to join the wait list. I'll be Tom's assistant. We'll be making a list, and you can sign up for an appointment soon.
Okay. Well, you'll be my agent, so you get 10%.
That's fine. Okay. Hey, I'm not mad about that. I'll take it.
There we go. Get off my grass. All right, I can do that.
Instead of like Rent a Grandpa, we'll just call it like, we got to come up with a different name, like Rent a Tom or...
Rent a doofus.
Turton for certain for rent. I don't know. We'll come up with. We'll workshop the name. Yeah, I know. I think that's a really interesting idea, though. Yeah. I don't know. Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. This is way too deep for this Friday morning. But some people lose their grandparents really early on, and so maybe it is that way. Like, in all seriousness, maybe it is that way to kind of get that, I don't know, feeling or experience of having that person around that would typically be in that role. Because there's like, there's that grandparents' day at schools. Now you could just rent a grandparent to come in. There you go. And then you're not the kid who doesn't have one.
It works out real. But also, I read employers like senior citizens like to hire them because they show up. So
that's true.
You're not going to get a babysitter half hour before they've got to be there. I can't make it. I got homework or whatever it might be. The grandparent shows up.
That's very true.
Yeah. Stay off the grass. That's
dependable.
What they do. Yes.
Dependable and yelling, stay off the grass. I think that's a pretty accurate.
We got that nailed. We owned that phrase.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to be good to go. Tom Schmidt, would you ever consider renting a grandparent?
No.
You're like,
no one can replace grandma.
Well, there you go. That's important.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
I don't think it's for him. I don't think it's that he's going to rent a grandpa for him.
He might.
He's going to rent it for all his kids.
He might need it for bring your grandparent to work day.
Take care of your dog while you're gone.
Yeah, you know what? Just call him up, say, hey, just lie to him. Say, hey, my grandmother does this for me, but she's out of town. Can you do it? Just make something up.
There you go.
Watch the dog. Oh, while she's there, she usually bakes cookies and cleans the kit or something.
But the thing is, you already bake, so you don't really need this.
Well, hey, it's tiring. I could use a break.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that.